We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch it?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Draymond Jones. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run on first down. Jet. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 39, Tua. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz now on first down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. On third down, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz.
Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz now to throw.
And that's caught. It's Desmond Patman.
And all the way down to the 29. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Tua on 4th down. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tua now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he bowls over him. Shrugs off another. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tua to throw again. He's got his tight end fan. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They fake the give. Now Wentz going for it all. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a
touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal, Tua eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing is Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a play fake. Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 9, Tua steps away to his left. This pass caught by Hamler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Taylor on first down.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Caught here left side by Brent. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because it...
Touchdown, Colts! It's complete. Paris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second and 11 now. Wentz. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Wentz. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 159 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Able to slip, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it and do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Tua to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Colts, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Denver, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.